everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of the Woogity Boys pod. We got with us Joey O.
What's up, everybody?
We got Johnny S.
Skill.
Hell yeah. Let's kick these things. Let's kick this thing off today, all right? What's going on, boys?
He said, "Blah." No, that was fucking great. Keep that shit in.
Goodness.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, fellas?
Shit, chilling. Not a whole lot.
Glad
Working,
to hear.
hanging
Glad
with
to
the
hear.
kids, sleeping, eating a bunch. You know, the usual.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's going on with you, Joe?
Oh, same old shit, different day, still doing the softball thing. And just trying to get by and try not to hurt myself anymore.
You hit any homers?
No, none of
Any
that.
doubles?
I'm not in that kind of shape right now.
Any doubles?
You'll get there.
No. There's
Singles?
four. Yeah. Like
Okay.
I'm still hitting the ball. It's just
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 hitting
going down the
singles
list.
out
You
here.
getting triples, not home runs, not doubles, not singles. Yeah. Did you get walked though? Did you
Yeah.
get a walk? Have you stood on a base yet, Joe? Yeah, no. It's the one thing I'll say it's difficult in that league is so it's a co-ed league, which is great. But the way it's set up is like so in the outfield, like you don't just have a left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder. You have
got four, right?
Yeah, you get four.
Yeah.
So it does kind of clog up like the outfield a little bit more. Like you can get to the
Yeah.
ball a lot quicker. So it's a little bit more difficult. And like playing at night, like any fly balls and stuff like that, like it's so dangerous. Like you can't see it once it hits like a light at a certain point. It's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna just step this way so I don't get hit by a ball, like hit right in the face. It's terrible.
Are you in the outfield?
Oh yeah, man. I can throw the ball. I just can't see it in the sky right now. My old ass just ain't built for this. It's terrible.
You're halfway there.
Ask to play the infield.
No.
No? Why not?
I mean, I'll pitch and stuff. Like I don't really care where I play. It's just like I said, I can throw the ball, so like being in the outfield is kind of helpful. I mean, we got some good people in this league, like hitting bombs. So having somebody who can chuck it back to the infield is kind of clutch.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of dudes, they be really into some softball, man. And they be hitting dingers.
Yeah. I mean, like, so
yeah.
Like we had
I played 1 year. I played 1 year and it was this one team and it was just a bunch of jack dudes and they were all smashing home runs on us. It was wild.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Like, so there's like a weird rule in this league though. So like you can only hit like 5 over the fence home runs.
That's weird.
Really?
Yeah. It just doesn't count after that.
What is it? Like a double?
Yeah, something like that.
What's up with that?
That makes sense, I guess. If it's going to be anything, it might as well be a ground rule double.
Yeah, they're like, stop doing what you're doing, bro. Like, you can't, like, hit line drives back at the pitcher, which I don't understand. Like, I don't know too many people that, like, can control the ball, like, when they hit it, like, that well.
Right.
Like, I know people who, like, can control, like, am I going to, like, go opposite field or am I going to pull it? But, like, to be like, I'm going to make sure I don't hit a line drive at the pitcher, like, the fuck? Like, if you can do that, get out of this league.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you should be playing at least single A baseball if you can do that.
Single A softball or at least something like should be playing on like the U.S. men's national slow pitch softball team. I don't know if
Is
that's
that a thing?
I don't know. It sounded legit, right?
This does sound good.
It seems legit. I could see that. You imagine a bunch
you
of
make me want to play softball.
Imagine like a bunch of 30 to 40-year-old dudes just like representing the U.S. like in the next Olympics, just playing slow pitch softball.
I can see it.
I'm so bad at softball, baseball. The glasses give me very poor hand-eye coordination.
That's what contacts are for.
Oh,
Even
it's
with
not the
contacts?
glasses that do it. That's just a slow ass hand.
He said,
That's just slow ass hand.
I
I'm
suck
good at
at
everything else.
can't hit the ball and throw the ball because of glasses. You know what I mean? It's just
I can throw the ball fine. I can throw it fine. Hitting the ball for some reason, I'm just like, woof.
woof. You just turn
Yeah.
into a dog. Every time I get up there to play baseball, I get up there and just the ball comes and I'm like, woof, 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 woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
I'm barking at it. I'm dogging
Yeah.
it.
Turns into a German Shepherd all of a sudden.
Just keep reminding yourself that you're a big brave dog.
I got this. I think I can. I think I can.
You ain't
Joe,
no
no more-
scaredy cat.
no more almost slides, right?
Nah, none of those. Nope. Not a chance in hell. So
So
like
you're getting the body language down.
I got the body language. I mean, I played baseball like 10 years, dude.
All right, so whatever you do, if you're on first base and there's a ground ball, don't slide into second to take out the second baseman.
I'm not sliding for
I
anything.
did that. I did that one time. People were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Really?
Wait, did
Yeah,
you
they were-
slide to get to the base or did you slide to take out the second baseman?
to take out the second baseman?
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't trying to have him turn two on me.
of
People
course
got
people are gonna
jobs to go to the next day. John's out there looking for legs.
like, why are you a dirty base runner, bro?
I was going for the bag.
Where are you though? Because it sounds like you were just going for the second baseman.
It was a little bit of both.
He's like, I was going for the second baseman who happened to
A
be
little
in
bit
the
of
same
both.
direction as second base, you know. Kill two
There was
birds with one
also
cleat.
there was also a flag football league game that I got kicked out of because I started to fight with a guy. You remember that, McLovin?
Dude, that same team the next week we were outside and both teams that were playing after us came flooding out and there was a massive brawl. And
Yeah,
it was
it
that
was a
same
massive fight.
team. It was that same team that we fought the week before. And they got in trouble because they said the wrong word to the wrong people.
Yeah, they
And
did.
yeah, and they felt it. They felt it. Justice was served.
That was hilarious.
What word did they say to what people?
Can you take a guess?
Who they call the N word, I guess, is the
Yeah.
question. Okay. Playing
The
sport.
Rockland fucking flag football team said it to the Brockton flag football team.
Genius. Fucking genius. You know, sometimes you gotta just take a step back and be like, I respect your level of audacity. Like, like
Yeah.
Oh man.
How dare you?
There's a certain point where you're like, I admire your commitment to like your feelings. Like you still felt it was a good idea to say some shit like that, but good for you. I'm gonna fuck you up, but like, good for you. Like I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. This is men's flag football at the YMCA. And you're out here throwing that language.
Yeah. I mean,
It did get heated.
It did.
I don't know whose side you're justifying with that.
Yo, I mean,
I'm not justifying any side. There was no justification there.
It's like if you look at the
Shit.
facts, though, it did get pretty heated. Like
Yeah.
it was inevitable that word would get thrown out eventually.
It was not inevitable. I'm saying,
Well, maybe
like,
not that
it
way.
was.
people need to
But
chill
the
the fuck out. We're at the YMCA.
the league was physical. It was a physical league for flag football.
I ran a touchdown. I ran for a touchdown. I ran out of my shirt because they grabbed me by the tail of my shirt and not the flag. And I just kept running and it just ripped my shirt in half.
Yeah, one dude was running like he had pads on. He was just running straight at dudes. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? It's flag football.
Oh, sometimes you can't play. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
That shit scared the shit out of me. I was like, yo, I can't go after this guy.
I'm not even gonna try to tackle this
He's
guy.
gonna stiff on my fucking face.
So
They had a cage to the left-hand side, or I guess depends on what closest to the wall. They had like an old cage, and I got tackled into that cage at least half a dozen times.
I'm sorry.
They're trying to put you in the cage.
My
Dude. Yeah, it was physical. It was physical. At the time, we were tiny men. At least
we
I
were.
thought. I didn't think we were tiny men, but compared to some of the other people that played, we were pretty small.
We were very small.
okay. That's okay.
It got so competitive. Dudes were calling up their cousins who played like
It's the way to
college
do it.
ball.
It's the way to do it.
Like, bro, you gonna be home this weekend?
Dude,
Come play on my flag football team.
be like that
Yeah.
in like be like that in like I swear, like every sport, like any rec sport, like basketball be the same way. I played with dudes who like are up on vacation, like played at like Florida State and shit like that. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't need you in this league. Like, you're supposed to be getting ready to maybe go pro. Like, stay out of my rec league, sir. like,
Right.
Yeah.
I understand you're 24 years old, but like, fuck you, bro. Go get an education.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to win this gift card for a free
yeah,
dinner.
like, I'm trying to win my free T-shirt and picture on Facebook. Like, this is what I'm going for. Like, you're
Yeah.
like, you should be training to get ready for your next national title. Like,
Yeah, like you're trying to go to the NBA.
yeah, like,
I'm
get
just
the
trying to
fuck out.
get some wings after this for free.
I'm
But
just
what do you
trying to
think
get
he's
out of the
doing?
house
He's,
on a Sunday.
He's building his stock. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
What's
He's
stock?
got someone out there recording him, fucking shitting on people.
Getting that highlight reel ready.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's doing. He's like, while people are sleeping, I'm out here working.
Dude, you look up online and the next day you're getting posterized to Meek Mill on the internet.
You gotta like, if you're gonna do that though, you gotta go someplace like where there's like, it's like street runs and stuff like that. Improve yourself. Like you remember, like think about like high school. Like you remember when we was in high school, like we always used to put ball at the courts. Like the varsity players would sometimes come down just to prove that they was
Oh,
like really
yeah.
good, and like they couldn't
We'd
handle
shit
us.
on 'em.
Yeah, like they
We'd
couldn't
shit
handle
on
us. And it was like, bro, y'all came here to try to put on a clinic because you play for varsity and shit like that. Like, nah, this is the streets, bro. Like, we don't fuck around. We're not giving you ticky tack shit. Like, we gonna get up in your face. You can run your little 1-3-1, your little zone offense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can sit around the perimeter all you want, but we're not fucking around. It's crazy. That's
Yep.
where you gotta go to, like, if you're gonna try to flex on people though, like you trying to make a reel for yourself, go to like NYC, some shit. You know what I mean? Like, go to one of the courts out there and show out there.
Literally, people just walk on.
Yeah,
Like,
like
NBA players walk on.
that's something like you ever seen like the Ball is Life dudes and stuff like that. Not the ones when they're just like highlighting like high school dudes, but like the guys who like go out to like different like parks and stuff like that and just like do 5-on-5 runs. Like,
Yeah.
when everybody's like, "Yo, y'all can't beat my crew," and they're like, "All right, bro, step up, get your best 5. Like, we're gonna shit on you." Like,
Did you
what
see? Did you see Jimmy Butler do that recently? He just stepped on the court and played with like some kids.
No,
No, he stepped on the court.
sorry.
I thought it went viral. I thought it went viral. Sorry. He stepped
I
on the
didn't see
court
it
and like
either.
this like 9-year-old kid is like stepping up to Jimmy Butler, draining threes. He's not even like stepping up to him, and the kid's just draining threes in his face. It's pretty good. Jimmy Butler's a man of the people.
Sure.
Fuck that guy.
I don't have an issue with Jimmy Butler.
You like Jimmy Butler?
I was gonna say I'm not gonna go that far. I like him up until I have to play. Like, we have to play against him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
And then he doesn't even play good. He just fucking lifts everybody up around him. It's like, we ain't got nobody on that team that does that.
No, but like, isn't that what you want in a player?
Yeah, 100%. But he's not on my team, so I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's true.
like Kobe. Like, fuck Kobe when he's playing against my team. The rest of the games, you're a great guy, dude. You're an incredible
Right.
basketball player, but
Yeah.
like step up against the Celtics. Oh, fuck that dude, Kobe. Man, Kobe ain't shit. For the next 48 minutes, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I didn't like him a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Did not like him.
You didn't like Kobe?
Yeah, just kept fucking winning. It's like fuck this guy.
But he had a stretch where he didn't win. And then
And
he had a
he's a
stretch where he
Laker.
did win.
Which added on to it.
Yeah.
Like
He's
I don't
insane.
fuck with Lakers. Fuck this guy.
Hey man. Sometimes
That's
real
true.
just gotta real recognize real though.
Hated Shaq.
Until he was
How do you
a
hate
Celtic.
Shaq? He was a Celtic.
Well, when he was on the Lakers, like, and
Hey.
Miami didn't like him then.
Last time Shaq ever dunked a basketball in an NBA game was in the green.
True.
Then he retired, right?
In the garden. It's beautiful.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Poor Shaq, man.
Poor Shaq. What do you mean poor Shaq? Shaq had a hell of a career, dude.
Yeah.
Shaq
He
lived his
did.
best life in the NBA. Like, bro, like he was a force from the jump, bro.
Could have had so many more points if he just fucking worked on those free throws.
No, we're not doing this again. We're not going back to the free throw.
He could have more points if he just worked on cardio. He kept on those extra pounds.
comment.
Kept off
He
those
didn't
extra
need to.
pounds.
He didn't need to.
Shaq could get up and down that court when he needed to, bro.
Not at the end.
He-
Not at the
he
end.
I mean,
lost a-
not when he
lost a
was
lot
in
of weight
Boston.
when he went
Boston
to
and
Phoenix.
Cleveland. He was
Phoenix.
Miami too. He slimmed down the back end with his
well, I mean, he won a championship in Miami.
yeah, he was pretty small Shaq. I mean, he wasn't like Orlando small, but he was smaller than he was towards the end of his LA days.
Yeah.
Like he was definitely like in better shape in Miami. And then he started getting bigger again when he was in Phoenix.
No, he
Mike
slimmed
Dan-
down in Phoenix.
Nah.
Mike D'Antoni was like,
Yeah, he
you know what
slimmed
we
down
need
in
you to do,
Phoenix
Shaq?
because he had to run up and down the court
yeah.
with the 7-second offense, bro. With Mike D'Antoni.
That's like that's not his style.
No, it's not
Yeah,
too
but he
many.
killed it, though.
Not too
He
many
killed it,
people
though.
his size and style.
He was the only thing I remember from him and his son's days. He was an all-star, and at the same time there was like the America's Got Talent or whatever, and he was out there at the All-Star game dancing with the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a good time.
That was one of my fondest memories of Shaq.
That's one of your fondest memories of Shaq. Interesting. Hell of a memory.
Hell of a memory.
like that's
Yeah, it
the
was one of
one
my
you
favorite
did.
memories.
It's
It
one
was
you-
one of my favorites. Because the All-Star game was in Phoenix at the time.
Yeah,
So
right.
he was like representing Phoenix.
Yeah, no, I remember it all. It was just it's not like when I think back on Shaq moments, it doesn't usually like creep in my mind, I guess.
I think my favorite Shaq moment was when he was getting interviewed by like CBS or something, and like when he first came to like getting interviewed by CBS, and I think it was Brian Gumbel like challenged him to one-on-one, and he hit like a mid-range shot right in front of Shaq's face, and Shaq decided that he was going to dunk on Brian Gumbel, and then he shattered the backboard
Good.
in his face and smashed his head on the ground doing so. But it's like 18-year-old Shaq, but where he just destroyed the backboard in Brian Gumbel's face. Amazing.
That's
Hey.
awesome.
Sometimes you gotta let people know they don't fuck with me.
He's done that many times in games.
Right? Do you remember when he broke the whole system?
The whole thing came down on him.
Yeah.
He's a
Amazing.
monster, dude.
He is a monster.
Beast.
So, go ahead, Joe.
No, go say what you're gonna say.
It has nothing to do with Shaq.
Yeah, that's
Say
just
what
what I
you
was
need
gonna
to
say.
say. Say
All
what
right,
you need
so-
to say.
Something happened to me today, and I feel really bad doing it, but it needed to
Ew.
be done.
That's gross.
Can I get your opinion on this situation that happened to me today?
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so Duca, my buddy Duca asked me to let out his dogs, right? He's at a wedding. So I had to go down to his house, let out his dogs. Before I get there, he tells me his cat is stuck under the couch, just stuck there. So he goes, all right, bring gloves because this cat bites and scratches. So you have to move the couch, lift it up, and then go in there blindfolded, grab the cat, and then throw him on the floor so you can run back into the spare room where they keep the cat. They have 2 cats. So I have one glove, and I pull the couch out, and I grab a mop, and I'm trying to mop him out, trying to like move him aside. He won't move. I'm poking him. He won't move. So I'm lifting up
Can
the
you
couch.
see him?
I can see him. He's just
Okay.
He's letting the mop go under him, and he's just kind of moving with the mop.
Yeah, he's fucking with you, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking with me. So I grab him, and he bites me. He bites my glove. And I'm like, this motherfucker. So I lift up the couch, and I'm like, fine, I'm just going to grab this guy. I'm going to grab him, and I'm going to throw him in the room, and, just going to be done with it. So I lift up the couch. I grab him, pull him out. He bites through the glove into my thumb, bites my thumb. I'm freaking out. My glasses fall off. I have no idea where they are. I'm blind. I have this cat biting the shit out of my hand. Out of instinct, I grab him with my other hand. He digs his claw into my finger and gashes my finger, gashes my neck under my shirt. I'm running around with this cat beating the shit out of me.
Why didn't you throw it,
house.
dog?
So this is the thing, right? So I'm trying to find the spare room where they keep the cats, and there's a big bed. So I don't even know where the bed is. I'm in the hallway, and I just pick up the cat, and I throw it as far as I can into the spare room. I think it hits the bedroom. I think it hits the bed, and then I'm freaking out. I grab my wife. I'm like, you gotta help me find my glasses. I'm dripping blood all over his house. I had to mop his house because of how much blood I was dripping around his house. But anyway, am I an asshole for throwing this cat halfway across his house?
Yes.
It's his cat.
Yes.
So I am an asshole?
For throwing for throwing. You don't like cats.
I would have thrown that fucking cat.
I love cats.
No. John doesn't like cats. So
I
like
would have fucking
he's
thrown
literally like it is such a biased response. He was just like, "Nah, you're not an asshole, dude. Fuck that cat." Like, no.
I also would have told you to fuck yourself if
So
you
the
told
cat
me
hit
hey,
the bed.
get my cat out.
So I threw the cat on the bed.
But you threw somebody else's cat. Like, you shouldn't throw cats in general, just on principle. But like, it wasn't your cat. Because if it's your cat and you throw your cat, fucking that's between you and your cat. But if you come into my house and throw my cat, we're gonna have that's a problem.
Yeah, I feel really bad doing it, but he was biting and scratching the shit out of me. And I was blind.
I would have just dropped the cat. I wouldn't.
No, I couldn't have dropped him.
You could have.
I could have dropped him.
I mean, unless the floor was lava, I think dropping the cat was still an option. Might not have been like the most viable option or responsible option given the situation, but it was still an option. And it's much more like pet friendly and like humane than throwing the cat and thinking that it might have hit the mattress.
Well, that stupid motherfucker needs to realize that it's being saved. Like, hey man, get out from underneath the fucking couch.
Yeah, so it was stuck under
there.
that.
To help your ass.
It wouldn't come out because the dogs are surrounding it.
Like sharks.
Not even. They don't even want to hurt the cat. But the cat's just definitely afraid of the dogs. So it just stayed under there and starved it. But yeah, so I got all fucked up today because of this cat. I feel really bad tossing it, but it fucked me up.
Bro. Let that shit go.
It fucked me up, and I was blind doing it, and I probably should have got stitches. It ripped the fuck out of my hand and my neck.
Don't fuck with cats, bro.
Exactly. Don't fuck with them.
Is that a book?
No, it's
I feel like that should be a book.
It's a Netflix series.
Don't fuck with cats?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If it's about a serial killer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's about that dude who was posting videos of him like with a cat, putting the cat in the fucking Ziploc bags and shit, like vacuum sealing them, and then like ended up fucking killing people and shit. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Dude's crazy. I just finished watching that the other day.
I'm gonna
That's
have to watch
wild.
that shit.
Yeah. What'd you say, Miko?
I'm gonna have to watch that shit. That sounds fascinating.
I mean, it's been out for a mad long, and I just like put it off, and then like I don't know. Last week I was like, yeah, it's time. Like, just decided that
Nice.
now we're gonna do it.
I watched a documentary the other day, and it was about the Boy Scouts and
Oh,
about how they all, like, not all, but
mm,
almost 82,000 spoken up about how they got sexually assaulted in one way or another. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? And it all,
82,000?
82,000, yeah, bro. And it all kind of like dates, like starts with like the churches, like the religions, like the Mormon church, the Catholic church, shit like that.
Catholic Church,
It's,
bro. This shit's
yeah,
dangerous.
man. It's super dangerous.
So
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout in my Cub Scout.
no,
My Boy Scout troop leader was Andrew Brolin's mom.
That's
No,
awesome.
it was no priest, no nothing. It was his mom.
Well, that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah, she was fun. She was great.
yeah, I never got into the whole scouts thing. It just wasn't for me.
Nah, me neither.
I mean, I already stuck out as being like one of 8 black people in our town, so I didn't need to get like the best. I don't need to be a scout and make myself even more unique. Oh my god, I
I
was
don't blame you.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna just go play some sports and make friends and ride my bicycle because that's my lane. I don't want to
Yep.
do the scouts thing. I didn't want to wear the uniform and the vest and all that shit.
Nah.
And then I
Yeah, the
heard
uniform kind of sucked.
yeah, it just I'm not a uniform. I like sports uniform, like baseball uniform, basketball uniform, but like I ain't trying to just like that's like one thing like I'm glad I didn't have to do like growing up in school and stuff like that, like going to school with like uniforms. Like it's becoming so much more common these days.
I had
Is
to
it?
wear a uniform for 2 years.
Yeah, and I just more power to you. I just couldn't do it. Like I mean,
It
I think
was cool. It was kind of cool in a sense because, you know, nobody's making fun of you for what you're wearing because you're all wearing the same fucking thing.
bro, no
And
wasn't nobody
then,
making fun of me for what I was wearing anyway. Like the fuck
and
it's called
then,
style, my guy.
no, but you get what I'm saying though. And every once in a while, they would have something called dress down day. That
Yeah.
was when you could wear your clothes.
Right.
And that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I understand like the need for it. You know what I mean? Like I get like why it makes things a lot easier, especially for like younger kids and stuff like that. Like when you can get bullied, like you said, like or like what you're wearing and everything like that. I don't know, maybe like looking back, like it would have been cool to do it for a little while. Like just so like, but like for me, it's like the only reason why I'd want to have to wear a uniform to school is because like I just wouldn't have to think about getting dressed in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
pure, but it's not because I'm worried about like what other people gonna think of my clothes. It's literally just means like yo, I can sleep so much. I could have slept so much longer in the morning. I could have slept in longer because I didn't have to get up and figure out what the fuck I was wearing. I'll be like, word, I'm just throwing my uniform back on tomorrow. Like, we
Yep.
good. You know what I mean? Like, it's the one
And
thing I
then
miss about like having a job with a uniform.
and
Like,
then gym
My
class, you'd get to wear sweatpants and t-shirts, all the same too. Everybody fucking looked the same, bro. You know, it's how I learned how to tie a tie being in
See,
parochial
I don't
school.
mind that because I think of it like a whole like I think of it like a whole new way to dress up. You know, like you could dress good, you could dress nice going without a dress code, or if they do have a dress code, then you can figure out a whole new way to dress fly. You know?
shoes.
It was the
What?
shoes.
It's the shoes.
It was the
Shoes,
shoes.
you could get shirts, different ties, like sick ties.
No,
No,
that's it's a
everybody's wearing the
uniform.
same shirts and
It's
ties.
literally
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Everything is
yeah.
uniform.
So it
Well,
was
no, but
like
like some that
first
just have a
grade.
dress code.
It was like first grade to fifth grade. Everybody wore green dress pants for men, and then sixth, seventh, and eighth, you get to wear khakis.
Yo,
Okay, but green?
Everybody wearing the
yo,
same shirt and tie.
McLovin.
Oh,
And then
green, dude.
eighth grade, you got to wear any tie you wanted.
Yo, I'm with you on this, McLovin. We both
Like
had
shit.
green pants, and we were like, "What?" Like
Yeah,
What the
I
fuck?
went to a school. The colors were green and yellow.
they should. Nah, fuck that, bro.
But
If my
like,
school
Yeah,
was trying to
it was
make
what?
me wear
green and
green
yellow.
pants, like I'd have told them to fuck
Yeah,
off. Like
dark green dress pants.
only
Yeah,
thing that like I think
What
is
the?
acceptable for like
dark green, bro. And then
no,
a light green
No.
dress shirt and a dark green tie. That's what
only
it was.
only
What
three
the
colors.
fuck?
That's what it was,
You
dog.
were all green. You look like a tree out there.
That's all green.
See, only
The little
colors that
bushes.
I'm just realizing that it's all fucking green. The dress shirt might have been yellow. Fuck, I don't remember. I gotta look back at that shit. Oh man, hilarious.
So when I first got my first big boy job, meaning like my first office job, um, for some reason in my head, I just assumed that everyone dressed like business casual, like they dress like nice shirt, button up shirt, khaki pants, sometimes a tie. So I went out and I bought a whole wardrobe of like nice khakis and dress shirts, ties. I've got Dr. Seuss ties, I've got fish ties, I got all sorts of ties. Right, I've got a whole rack of ties, and I show up and like no one's wearing this shit. Everyone's just wearing t-shirt and jeans, and I'm like, we spent $200-300 on a new wardrobe, and I didn't have to buy shit. Like for me, like I would almost prefer that new wardrobe because like I could boss it up a little bit. I could get like new dress shirts, like pinstripes and fancy ties. Maybe I'll wear a vest one day. But I don't want to be the only guy looking like that. I don't want to be
Yeah,
the
you
only
must
guy
look
dressed
weird
like
as
this.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Everybody be
exactly.
like, "What the fuck's up with this guy,
Yeah.
Mister Business, President Business over here"?
President business over here. This guy looking like he just walked out of Peaky Blinders coming to the office. Every once in a while I'll dress to impress, but not every day. And usually I'll dress it down by wearing like Jordans instead of like dress shoes.
I think.
I'll get like matching Jordans. I'll try to figure. I have like 4 pairs, so I'll figure out what matches with what. All right, you know what? Let's get into some sports here. You guys see that brutal Aaron Rodgers injury the other day?
Yeah. Well, no, I was in the shower when it happened, but I heard about it. I saw the 80,000 replays.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't brutal by any means.
What do
He
you
just
mean?
he stepped wrong. It
Yeah.
wasn't brutal.
Yeah,
The
like it's not like he
refology
got
took a
laid the
big
fuck
hit.
out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he just stepped awkwardly. But it sucks for him. I mean, I'm not a big fan of his, but I never want to see a guy get hurt like that, especially what was it, his 5th snap of the game,
Fourth.
4th
Fourth,
snap.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That like I said, fuck the Jets. I'm not a big fan of the Jets, but
Right, like as a Patriots
that's
fan.
yeah, that's fucking insane. Like that would happen to the Jets, you know? They
Yeah.
have the worst luck next to the Lions.
Yeah.
Like that would happen to them.
Especially with like they just had the whole Hard Knock series following the Jets. So like literally they've been hyping up like all summer. It's just Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Hard Knocks is like, all right, cool. Let's focus on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Season starts, 4 snaps in. You're like, okay, I guess it's no longer Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. We're back to square one.
Yeah, I feel so bad for the fans. You've
I don't
been
feel bad.
hyped. You watch the Hard Knocks. You've been hyped up all off season. 4 plays in, done. The man ruptured his Achilles. The thing snapped at the base and rolled up like a fruit roll up.
On Monday Night Football.
I just I'm gonna sound like a real terrible person. I really kind of wish it was like a brutal hit or something that did it, because like it just looks
You
so
justify
like,
it a little more.
like yeah, like he just went down, like it
Yeah.
happened, and like immediately, like I said, like I was in the shower and I saw that. I immediately, like my phone, like I get out and look at my phone, it's like, oh shit, Aaron Rodgers hurt. I'm like, yo, what happened? I thought he got like leveled. I'm like, oh shit, let's get it. And then I watched the replay. I was like, where did he get hurt? Like what
Yeah.
part hurt him? And then all of a sudden, like, you know, later in the game, they're like, oh yeah, he's I don't think he's coming back for the game. It looks like it's probably like maybe an Achilles thing. Like, oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Where did
All
that
right.
happen? And now like all the players are like pushing to get the team, like get the league to make all the fields grass again, which honestly I understand.
It should be
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
should.
The game is meant to be played on grass.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Bosa tore his ACL on that same field a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
But don't get me wrong. I love the
it's
way.
garbage.
Yeah, I love
It
the way.
looks cool. Sorry, go ahead.
You could.
No, you love that. You love the way.
Like I love. I love the way you move. No, I don't get me wrong. Like I love the way turf looks. Like when you're looking at a turf field, like it looks beautiful. Like just the lines, everything is just so crisp. But like, I'd rather the mud streaks in the grass flying up in the air if it means like guys aren't gonna get hurt as much. You know, like I'll sacrifice the aesthetic for the safety of the players.
100%.
But I mean, then again, my name's not Roger Goodell, so what do I know? Like
the Patriots used to play on grass.
Yeah.
And they switched the turf.
Yep.
They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
It's a lot to maintain, like the grass field. Like, do you remember back in the day when they had grass and they had like the guys that would run across when it would snow? Like they'd run across each into the individual lines.
They still do that. It's just way easier now.
Yeah.
True.
Now it's like they can just kind of rake the snow out. Before they were like, we gotta plow this shit, like, and don't dig up the ground.
Yeah.
Start having these like divots and stuff because they like chipped away.
Did you see the guy from Barstool was talking? He talked about this. Let me back up. This same situation happened to the Jets like 30 years ago with Vinny Testaverde.
Yep.
He got hurt in the first series of the game. And there was a Barstool Sports commentator that was like, could you imagine if the Vinny Testaverde situation happened all over again? And sure as shit, it did.
So there was a guy on Twitter, and like I even went up and looked it up to like verify this. There was a guy on Twitter who like hours before the game started said that like Aaron Rodgers was gonna like tear his Achilles in the game.
He's a season ticket holder.
Yeah. And then like,
I mean,
like
literally time traveler.
Like literally predicted it like hours before the game. Like he tweeted it and everything, and was like, yeah, like Aaron, like watch, Aaron Rodgers is gonna go out there and like tear his ACL in like his first drive. And I was just like, oh, his Achilles on the first drive. And it's like, oh, okay, buddy. Like, do you work for the Simpsons too, bro? Like, what do you know that we don't?
This guy traveled back in time.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
Forward in time. And then came back. He had to go forward in time to see it happen and then come back in time.
Well, he could just be a time traveler. He travels from forward to backward. Maybe he's making bets in the game. He's like, you know what? Fucking, this is a game Aaron Rodgers gets hurt on, tears his Achilles. It's a fucking plus 12,000 right now.
That's what I would do.
Put down 7.
If I was...
You mean like in the movie Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Like Biff? What do you...
If I could time travel, that's what I would do. Just play stupid bets. I'm gonna cash out my 401k, make this bet real quick.
See, if I could time travel, I'd just do like dumb shit to fuck with people. Like I would like go and like tell people something's about to happen and then just walk away. Like strangers that like I know something happened to be like, so this is about to happen. Like in like 5 minutes, someone's gonna call you and they're gonna tell you this. and then just walk away and then like watch from a distance as like they get that phone call in 5 minutes and like, what the fuck? This dude just came up to me and told me this was gonna happen. I don't know. I get a sick joy out of doing that kind of shit.
Have you ever seen the movie Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah.
Yes, that movie's hilarious.
He makes the bet that against with the Denver game, he makes a bet on the Broncos game. And
Oh,
he's
the
like,
LA drive? Is it
yeah.
the drive?
It was the drive, yeah. If this guy doesn't catch it, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, that's right.
And the squirrel was on the field. They altered time.
Terrible. Wait, okay. Before we go down the rabbit hole of like movies and all this stuff, like let me just bring it back to something real quick. Since we were talking about the football game, jumping to the Vikings. Saw this ridiculous stat the other day, and like I can't help but like just be like blown away by this. So Justin Jefferson,
Yep,
in his 4 years in the NFL, has more career receiving yards than anybody in the Chicago Bears 100-year history. And on top of that, he's done it with less receptions than like the Bears leader.
You mean to tell me that he has more catches than
he's
more yards,
more receiving
than
yards
Brandon Marshall?
than Brandon Marshall?
Yo, so like it for the like
And-
so okay, ready. So
And
Justin
Alshon
Jefferson
Jeffrey.
career yards, 5,134 on 344 catches, right?
5,100. Okay.
The leading receiving yards for the Chicago Bears by an individual player, like career yards, is Johnny Morris from who played from 1958 to 1967, and he had 5,059 yards on 356 receptions.
So you mean to tell me that
In the
Brandon Marshall
50s?
is trash?
Like, what? What's even crazier though?
Are you looking up Brandon Marshall, McLovin?
Yeah, I have to.
But
Okay,
you have
yeah.
it. So what are the
It has to be
teams?
just on the Bears.
It's just on the Bears, yeah, like
Right.
like franchise. What's even crazier is the next team with the lowest, like individual player career stats for the team is
on the Bears?
No, like the next team is the Baltimore Ravens, which is Derek Mason, who played from 2005 to 2010, who has 5,777 yards. So, like, by the end of this season, undoubtedly, Justin Jefferson will have more career receiving yards than two franchises leaders, like all-time leaders. That, like,
man,
how do you, like, in 4 years?
What?
Yeah, like
the man's absurd. The man's
who
too good at football.
That's including just one game, or 2 games this season.
Could you tell me who's number 2 on the Bears list? I'm so curious.
He's right. Brandon Marshall only played on the Bears for 3 seasons, and he didn't put up those numbers.
No.
He had his best year on the Bears. 118 catches for 1,500 yards and 11 TDs. But he only did that for 2 seasons, relatively. Most of his yardage was on the Broncos.
X. But yeah, I had to shit
He
on
was-
you guys. It was crazy.
Yeah. Holy
That's a
shit,
crazy
dude.
stat.
That is insane.
That's a crazy stat.
Wow.
Justin Jefferson's what, 23?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a hot take.
What's your hot take?
Yo.
Let's hear it.
We need a hot take button. Some shit like that.
We'll do that in post.
Hot take. I think the Vikings are going to trade Justin Jefferson. Might not be this year, but next year.
You think they're gonna Stephon Diggs him?
Yep. They did it to Randy Moss too. The Vikings are not shy about doing that because they are looking for their franchise quarterback, and Kirk Cousins is up on his deal this year, and they don't believe that they can win with Kirk Cousins. They're
That's
gonna look for
bullshit.
They think they're gonna look for their guy.
They're bullshit. Your hot take is correct, but the Vikings are bullshit.
Okay, all right.
He's saying it's bullshit. They're bullshit. Your hot
Yeah.
take's correct. I think that's a bold take, but I can't say it doesn't make sense. I want to say you're crazy, just to be that guy to make it even more interesting. But it makes
sounds
sense.
crazy.
Like I can see, but it doesn't at the same time. You know,
True.
like it sounds crazy because, like, I mean, look at what he's doing. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, what's really the lifespan of a good receiver in Minnesota at the end of the day?
I think so far this season he's on pace for like 170 catches.
Yeah. That's exactly
Yeah.
what he's on pace for. He's got 20 catches so far in
It's
2
only
games.
2 games in though.
Right.
I know, but
Super
he's
early.
unstoppable.
He's averaging
Yeah.
10 receptions per game over the course
mean,
of
that's what-
17 games. It's 7.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're playing in an offense that only runs the ball 9 times in a game.
We got rid of
Like,
Dalvin Cook, and Madison's not that guy.
no, he's not.
I mean, I
They
think he'll
thought
be
they could
solid.
just.
Sorry.
You think so?
I mean, I don't think he's not going to be Dalvin by any stretch of the imagination, but I think Madison will be solid. Like, he'll be decent for them.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to figure out how to operate their running game without Dalvin. Still, I feel like
Yeah,
they're
it's
really
rough.
confused.
It's rough sledding. It's ugly.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly watching a team huck it like 50 sometimes.
Sometimes they're, yeah,
I-
you're not going to win
I
being
want-
one dimensional.
No, I want to see a team running at least 20 times.
I like to see
Give
them
me
play
that.
more strategic game. Like if the other team is just daring you to throw, then throw. You know, if they're not stacking the box, if they're not lining up 3 or 4, just throw it. Yeah, like if they're not good at, yeah, I'd rather see the chess match than like, you know, I think what you're talking about is like they physically can't run, so they're just going to throw no matter what.
Yep.
Right.
Damn
It's ridiculous.
Right. Hey, we'll see what happens. As long as they got Justin Jefferson to truck it up too, they'll be okay.
Yeah. Here's a fun stat for you. Do you know what team has the most pass attempts in a single game?
Nope.
It's the Patriots.
No,
You know, I wanted to say it, but I didn't think you would give like a layup question like that. You know,
It's a layup, but not really a layup.
no, I mean, we had the GOAT. It's kind of a layup.
No, but it wasn't by him.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't by him.
was it Drew Bledsoe?
It was Drew Bledsoe. Yeah. He threw the ball like 70. I think it was 74 times in a single game.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Why though?
Because Curtis Martin got hurt, and they had no one else.
They were like, "Well, there goes the running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even gonna try it." That's
Yeah.
terrible. 70 times. Like that's
It's
like
a dope record.
that's like Houston taking 33s. Like missing. Playing the
Which
fucking
they've done.
Lions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the NFL equivalent of that. Like they're like, we're just gonna keep chucking the ball up there. Just eventually somebody's gonna catch it and we'll get in the end zone. Damn it.
At one point, like if you're on the defensive end, like on the side of the ball, are you like, he can't throw it again, can he? It's got to be a run this time.
Coach is like, I mean, come on. Like,
You tell me 50 times? This man's gonna run the ball. He's gonna throw the ball 50 times.
Like, can at least like try like a QB sneak, something, just anything other than throwing the ball. Like, what do we do? What are
We
we gonna
don't
do
even
here?
have anyone on the line.
Right.
We're dropping back 12. How can he still throw?
12? Yeah. Bring extra men on the field.
Of
Yeah.
course. 6 man. I mean, 12th man.
6 men. That's not enough,
Kind of,
guys.
kind of like that Patriots game up in Buffalo, where all they did was run it that whole fucking game.
Hey,
They threw it 3 times.
it worked.
Yeah, some dumb shit like that.
It worked.
It was wild. It did work.
That specific game, I feel like they did it just to fuck with the Bills.
Yeah,
Because they could have
we
thrown
ran
it.
it
The
down your
Bills could
throat.
have thrown it.
Mhm.
And they chose not to for some reason because we were just running it. When they threw the ball, like they had a bomb to Stephon Diggs that same game. And they're like, you know what? We're going to run it too. That's the right move.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, you're gonna be tough running the ball every fucking play. We're gonna try and be tough,
Yeah.
but we don't have the offensive line to do that.
Oh my god.
That's like whose dick's bigger?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it just like at a certain
Yeah,
point, like
yeah.
it just becomes a coach's pissing contest. They're like, well,
Devin Singletary's going to take it.
The post game interview with like there was like 2 defensive players. It was like they were like.
you gonna finish the sentence?
No, because they were just like just sitting there in silence, like, don't fucking talk to us, man.
They'd never been to the podium before, never been a player of the game before. You got 2
who
like
was
D
it?
tackles.
Those are the times where they're just looking at the reporters like, trust me, we have just as many questions about what just happened as you do. Like, we're all asking the same questions, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
That game was technically played in 1945 when throwing the ball was still not allowed.
Really?
It was always allowed, but no one did it.
Nobody did it.
So it's not football, but it has to do with catching. There was a point in time in baseball where, like in Major League Baseball, where if you caught the ball, like a fly ball, if you caught it off the first bounce, it was still considered an out.
How long ago was
Really?
that?
Like way back, way back.
That's weird. It's like tennis.
Right. Yeah, they're like, oh, you caught it off the bounce because like dudes couldn't catch back in the day. Because like, I mean, it was before they had like gloves and stuff.
So I could see it if it's before gloves.
Yeah, so they're like, you can try to catch it with your hands and be a gangster, but like if you catch it off the bounce, bro, it's still an out. Don't you worry.
Fielding's hard as shit, even with a glove. It's hard as shit.
Tell me about it.
Yo, this is so fucking hard. I've had so many ground balls roll up my arm, or just like hit me in the face, or just like I don't bend down far enough to get the damn ball. It goes right underneath me. So bad at fielding. Couldn't do it.
It's gonna be okay. You found
You think
basketball though?
You think I'd be good at baseball, but
Bro, I'm terrible at baseball.
Why would
I'm
I think you?
terrible.
Why would you? We assume that you're good at baseball.
Because I do it all, man. I'm good at all sports. I was nice at soccer. I was good at football.
You're such, you're a real humble guy. You know that?
Yeah, I was about to say. His head's filling up the whole screen right now.
I was good at a lot of sports.
You said, because I do it all,
I excelled at a lot of sports, but baseball was not one of them.
I suck at baseball too, man.
I was decent at baseball as a kid. I played for a long time. Baseball and basketball. No football, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did football for a year.
I did 2 years of football.
McLevin, you wrestled, right?
I wrestled for 2 years as well. My senior, I did all right, but I was never the best at it. You know, I knew a few moves and stuff. I just hated going to the meets.
See, I never wanted to be that close to anybody in our high
Yeah.
school.
Or the leotards you had to wear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
big on that either, but like, I
Those,
just
those I don't even know how y'all got into those things.
It was it kind of sucked wearing them.
PTSD, right? He's like, it's just we did it. Don't worry about it. It happened.
Yeah. Yeah, they sucked. They sucked. I wouldn't wrestle again. I'd like to get into something though. Something like get back into boxing or jiu-jitsu. Give it a try.
Maybe. I guess I do boxing. I don't want cauliflower ear. That's my thing. I do
No.
not want to. That
Yeah.
was
No.
another turn off on wrestling too, but I just
Yep.
don't want to do anything that I can get cauliflower ear.
That shit's so gross.
It just I have a pretty face and I don't want to. I fucked it up enough
No.
ways already. Like I don't need to keep fucking it up.
You don't want fucked up ears, bro.
No,
That's
bad enough. It's bad enough.
You won't get it if you
with a
wear
fucked up lip.
You won't get it if you wear the headgear. Like if you get a good headgear, you won't get it. But like a lot of the guys that get like cauliflower, they're doing just like wrestling without it. So their face is just constantly getting smushed.
Yeah, I don't like even with headgear. I still don't want my face getting smushed. Like,
Yeah,
I've never
Don't
been a
touch
big
me.
yeah, I've never been a big fan of like smush face, you know.
I hear you.
My face, like
Yeah.
I take my face very seriously. Like I said, it's bad
If-
enough I gotta deal with my lip the way it is now.
If I haven't gone into that shit like earlier in life, I ain't doing it now.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'll try something new, but I'm not gonna wrestle grown men now.
No.
No.
I'd do like boxing, maybe. I could see like getting into boxing just for like the fitness aspect of it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, you're not going to, you're
Hit
not
that
having
heavy.
sparring sessions and fighting a pro fight.
I don't want to do all that.
Nah, that's too much.
Yeah.
Nope.
Again, I don't want to get hit in the face.
I would do it if we made it big and there was like a YouTuber pro boxing fight. I would do that. I'd knock somebody out.
I would be there for you, dog. I would
Thank you.
support you from outside the ring. I would be right there, front and center, just cheering you on.
I really
Not at
appreciate that,
risk.
man.
Hey,
I really appreciate that.
you know, we're gonna blow up and we're gonna get you fighting like Logan Paul or Jake Paul,
Dude, if they want to go, I'll knock them out.
Mark Zuckerberg. That's another option. Elon
I would
Musk.
also love to knock him out too. That'd be a good one.
I'd just like to see you knock somebody out.
Me too.
I've only seen you throw a punch one time
Where was that?
on Broadway.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny. That was so fucking funny. Oh my god!
I don't even think I threw a punch there. I grabbed that dude.
McLovin got punched.
I got punched in the face.
He grabbed the guy from behind because he was fucking being super aggressive as fuck.
Nah, because he swung and ended up hitting that girl.
Yeah, he swung and hit the girl.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all did your thing, and I just slid over. I'm like, hey, like I help you up, sis. Like, are you okay?
I took a punch for that chick. I hope she appreciates it.
Yeah. I'm not the guy that's gonna I'm really not the one that's gonna go out and start swinging on people, but I like grab the girl and like take her away from the situation. You feel me? Like I don't like to have to fight if I don't need to. If I
just wanted to break it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I can fix it without having to like get in the physical part of it, like if I can just kind of step in and be like, we gonna go over here, y'all can stay over here, like I'm good. But if I gotta fight, I'll fight.
I'm always down for a good brawl.
Yeah, see,
I used to fight all the time. All the fucking time.
I got in fights when I was
a kid.
Fist fights. So many fist fights. I've left so many kids on the pavement just lying there. I don't want to name names. But
like Jerry from 15th Street.
Yo. Oh man. I used to get in so many fights. Through no fault of my own.
Yeah, okay.
Either.
Nobody brags
Sure.
about how they left so many
Sure.
kids on the pavement and then turns around and is like, but it was never my fault.
Yeah, I was always getting picked on.
Nobody picks on the kid. No. You had to have started some of these.
Yes.
You started some
He's
of
right.
these fights. Maybe not all of them, but you definitely instigated some because nobody
I was
consistently picks
I was a
on the kid.
minority. I was a minority kid
Not
in a
like
public school.
not like
That's
the way this conversation is going.
that's what happened, bro.
We just got
You know how many
canceled.
fights I got into?
You know how much we just got canceled because the white guy just came
How
out and
many?
said I was a minority.
Yeah.
Way
Book
to
it,
go.
baby.
Way to go.
Book
We
it,
lost the
baby.
left. We lost all of the left.
All right, cut that. Whatever.
No, I'm keeping that. That was great. It was just somebody
Nobody-
like I
nobody
was
needs
the
to hear my
minority.
story.
No,
Nobody needs to hear my
we
story.
want to hear about your minority story, sir. Yeah, your situation, like we had the complete opposite situations. Like you were like the token white kid. Like I know
It
what
was
you
a
mean
hand.
by
It was
yeah.
a handful of us.
Yeah.
Wasn't many.
That's how it was with black kids growing up for me. Like we all
Yeah.
knew each other. All five of us. Bro, my graduating class had like my freshman year, dude. My graduating class had like 17 or 20 black students. My senior year, my graduating class had 4 black students.
Holy shit!
Every
They
year.
all just moved
Every
away.
year they just like disappear. It was like I swear, like every year at the end of the school year, like or like the middle of the school year, like another black kid was like, man, like I'm moving in a couple months, like at Christmas break, like that's when I'm done. It's like, oh yeah, well, thanks, bro. Like we're just dropping off over here. Like we kind of need you. Not a lot of us here.
Moving all over the place.
Huh?
Moving all over the place. Everyone just dropping off.
I thought you said, dude, they're all over the place. And I was like,
Oh, what? What?
I was like,
Yeah,
now we
they are.
definitely lost the lift.
They're fucking
like,
all
what?
over the place, scouring the earth.
No, they move. Everyone's moving all over the place.
Yeah, no, I understand what you were saying now. It just at first I thought you just said like they're all over the place. It's like, well, I don't know if that's the right thing to say.
Yeah, it's brought this to a very dark place on this podcast.
I moved a
because we're
bunch of
talking-
times in my
wait.
life.
Why is it a
Bunch of
dark place? Because we're
Because
talking about black people. Now it's a dark
Oh,
place because we're
boy.
talking about black people.
Oh boy.
Oh, yo no sé. Yo
You
no sé.
sé.
Yo no sé.
You no sé.
Can we make that like a shirt for the podcast? Is
Yeah, when we drop our merch,
a cartoon of Mike that just says underneath it, you know, say.
on his motorbike.
Mike motorbike. Anyone listens like, who the fuck is this Mike guy? Like, why are they talking about him?
He's the fucking worst. If you're listening to this podcast,
He's the forgotten
them,
Woogity, bro. I just watched that video last night.
Which one? The
When
one
you
where
guys
he shitted on Mike? When
when he was sleeping. Yeah. I was watching that last night. And I was like, dude, this is insanity.
No, it's the best thing ever.
It's sad.
All like, fuck you, Mike. You stupid piece of shit.
Like, shut the fuck up, Mike.
Shut the fuck up.
In the background, that's all you can hear.
We should post that to the Woogity Boys Instagram so
Has he
people
seen
know what we're talking about.
the video?
Yeah, it was sent in the group chat. I mean, that's the
Was
only reason I
it?
have it. Yeah, that's the only reason I have
Oh
it.
man.
I wasn't
Shut
even
the
there.
fuck up.
I wasn't even there for that, and it was in my house,
It was
in my state, like in Nashville, in my house, and I wasn't even there.
Oh man, what a time. What a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we spent a whole day doing a whole fucking 2K fantasy league?
Yep.
We spent 9 hours doing that shit.
Hell yeah. Yo, the
That's
Mike
what we
That
don't
shit
have.
situation.
was-
The Mike situation, that was the same night Greg wanted to fight me, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That was fucking insane.
Yeah. So niggas is trying to get fucked up. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. What?
No, trying to get hit.
Oh yeah, niggas is trying to get
Yeah.
hit. Like, no.
Like,
No,
bro,
we're not.
what? Yeah.
Don't walk up in my house at 1 a.m. asking me if I'm trying to get hit, bro. What, 3
That
in the
was
morning?
insane.
God
We
damn.
were all like,
Good times.
what is going on?
I turned around so quick. I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, that's what we're doing."
Yeah. Like, you in my house.
All right, guys. That'll do it for us tonight. Hope you guys had a great time. Catch us in the next episode of the Woogity Bros podcast. I'm Stevie M. I got Joey O. I got Johnny S. Catch you next time.
We out here.
Cheers.
We out here. Hey, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, follow us at Woogity Bros Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We out here. We everywhere. Make sure you like,
We're on
comment,
the
subscribe,
socials.
share. Tell everybody to check us out. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear. But yeah, as always, we out here. Peace.
Toastos.